pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Let's go into the minutes from the October 24th meeting. Those were presented. Diane, I don't believe you were here, so George, if you want to make a motion.
Yes, I reviewed them. They look fine, so I'll make a motion. We accept the minutes as presented.
And then I'll second that. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. All right, we move on to obviously a very important part of the meeting today. We're going to give the oath of office to Danielle Kirchdorfer. This is always a privilege and an honor for me to do this, having the families here, knowing how important policing is in our community, and just this is always just a special moment. And what I'd like to do is have Danielle come forward. I'll administer the oath of office, and then we'll do pictures with the family over here. Do you want anybody up here with you when we're doing this? Okay. Let's move this way. All right. All right. Good. All right. I, Daniel Kirchdorfer,
I, Danielle Kirkhover,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and comply
that I will support and comply
with the Constitution of the United States of America,
with the Constitution of the United States of America,
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Indiana,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Indiana,
the charter, laws, and ordinances
the charter laws and ordinances
of the city of Warsaw, Indiana,
of the city of Warsaw, Indiana,
the rules, regulations, and policies
the rules, regulations, and policies
of the Warsaw Police Department,
of the Warsaw Police Department,
and the law enforcement code of ethics,
and the law enforcement code of ethics,
and the canons of police ethics,
and the canons of police ethics,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as a police officer
as a police officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Go. All right, let's go take some pictures. Head over. I see it over there. You guys, in there. If you want. Also want to thank your support group here that's showing up. They're always filling the aisles here, and it's good to see everybody here this morning, so thank you very much.
We can actually, it would be real quick left to right. Still there. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Come on up, guys. Chief reminded me before this morning that this was going to be the last officer I would swear in. And it's true. I hate for anything to be the last. But as I thought about it, there's been a really great group of folks coming through the police department. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And coming in as a new officer, I know it's like, what do I do? I always love seeing the support behind you and the family, knowing that it's more than just a picture. And, yeah, it is the last, but I'll keep it here. So, congratulations. All right.
Mayor Daniel was also our fourth female officer.
Oh.
Our officially is 10% female.
We got work to do. We got to fix it.
It would be nice to get the heads up.
How you doing?
The police.
So my understanding is all that. Well said.
Scott.
Too late. All right. Lynn, nothing from you on oral and written communications?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. With no unfinished business, let's go into new business. Jeremy, you've got an Anchorage road project pay app. We getting close?
Very close. So this is a pay application, the amount of $7,209.15. This is for
Is
engineering.
it 7 or 17?
$17,209.15. This is for engineering. They submitted the stage 3 documents. The intent is that this project will be bid out mid next year, so after the fiscal year changeover, so sometime in July. We'll bid this project out, and hopefully, we may see some construction next year. We got a lot of utilities that need to, anybody that's been down Anchorage Road knows the amount of utility poles and all the utilities, so there's a lot of utility work that needs to go ahead before we start construction. But hopefully, this time next year, we'll see a lot of work start out there.
Any trees? Just kidding.
I don't think there's a whole lot of trees there
No,
because of all
sir,
the
there are
utility
no
poles.
trees right along there.
Just
I don't
saying.
think they could fit a tree in between all the utility poles that are along Anchorage
Yeah.
Road.
All right. I knew the answer to that, but I had to say that.
I'm
Any
so
thoughts?
excited because it's on my hood.
It's in your area. All
Yeah,
right.
so have a wider street to walk, a sidewalk to walk on will be really
Well, and
exciting.
it's desperately needed. If you've been up and down that road, it's well-traveled, will continue to be well-traveled. It enters, or it's one of the entrances into the airport industrial park, so a lot of work ahead of us.
Okay. All right.
So I'll make a motion, we approve the pay application.
And I'll second that.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? While the subject of trees comes up, would any of you guys want to give an update on where we stand with the sycamore tree over on Colfax?
As of yesterday, our engineers submitted the formal revised drawings to NDOT, and NDOT had a couple minor comments on those drawings, but we expect them to be approved maybe today.
Wonderful.
And that would be the official point where we can say
So we can
yes.
officially, I will officially announce that,
I mean, we're there. The tree
that
is
we will,
not.
the tree
I
will
can
be,
stand up here
remain.
and say the
Hopefully the
tree
tree will be here for another 300 years, right?
Yes, we have a design solution that is being accepted. It had just a couple minor issues, but it avoids the tree being removed at the
good.
corner of Colfax and Sheridan.
All right, appreciate that.
The other update I will share, we're going to find out, they were hoping to do some actual sidewalk construction on Sheridan this year. It's looking like that window of opportunity might not allow that. They might not come in, and they don't want to risk exposing and causing some disturbance and then winter hitting them and not being able to get it put back together.
But that has nothing to do with the change in plans from the
It has
tree.
nothing to do with
Okay, let's
it,
be
no.
clear about that.
Yeah, let's to be clear, I put in a second update behind the tree, but yeah, we do have our our official design. It's a good design. It might even be a better design,
Yeah.
quite frankly, but
Okay,
it avoids
good.
the tree.
Good, thank you very much. Listen, and I know, I know that's been difficult. I appreciate you and Justin and Jackson, whoever else, anybody who worked through that, I very much appreciate. I know that the city certainly understood the concerns of the community and took them to heart and basically agreed with them. And were able to come up with a solution. And I think
Yeah, Justin's gonna break bread with them all today too and celebrate it all, so.
very good.
That's off the record maybe. It'll be in the news.
But I very much appreciate your work, and we're very, as a community, glad that that's not going to be an issue. So, all right, thanks. So now you're up next on the Center Lake Trail change order.
So, the Center Lake Trail, this came up early in the project. The design contract did not have near the quantity of temporary construction fencing that was necessary to properly secure the construction area. And it was a location where that was important, being at the park. We needed to clearly delineate that. So, with that, there was a need for, I'll get you the exact quantity.
$5,382.
Yeah, it was a significant amount of additional fence. Our contract had less than 200 feet of it in it, and we needed an additional 828 feet to do the job. So that
Temporary fence.
temporary fencing.
Yep.
Yeah, so that would, I'm asking for approval to change order one for an increase of $5,382 to bring our contract total up to $980,252.
All right, questions?
No, I'll move we approve the change order as presented.
And I'll second that.
All right, further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, Aaron, then there's a pay up, well, this is the regular pay application number 2, the amount of $302,271.95.
Yep, exactly, same project, Center Lake Trail. This is pay app 2. We verified all work's been completed satisfactorily, and it's our recommendation that this pay app be approved for payment.
Great. Before we take action on that, can you just give us a little update on the timeline of the completion of the project?
Sure. So I haven't been out there yet today, but I believe all concrete pours were supposed to finish as of yesterday out there. So the 10-foot concrete pathway from start to finish should be all poured and in place this week. They've already started some of the plantings and some of the grass restoration on the edges of the trail. And then the final steps will be the pump house. They got all the framing in for the pump house, but the decking material, we specified as the same decking material that we use at the Buffalo Plaza for matching, so we wanted to stick with that, and unfortunately that came with, we have about another 4 weeks before that material will be delivered and they can install that. So they'll be pushing their mid-December completion date to get the pump house wrapped up. But
Okay.
everything except the pump house should be complete, yet I would say by next week if it's not today.
Yeah. Will the fencing remain up?
No, they'll for a short period of time. We don't want people disturbing the new grassed areas and the plantings, but I think that fencing will come down before we're lighting up our holiday lights and such out
Okay.
there.
Great. All right. Questions? Okay,
I'll make a motion that we approve this pay application.
thank you.
Second that.
All right, appreciate it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Thanks, Aaron. I know you've been doing a lot of work on that. I've been down there. It's beautiful. It's gonna be so nice. So anticipating the completion of that. Denny?
Yes, sir. First, we'll look at travel requests. We have 4 travel requests, all for our police department. The 4 guys are going down for their midwinter conference in Indianapolis at the end of January.
All right,
So it's a good thing we have the 4 women to take over while they're all gone.
That's right.
Things will be ran right.
That's right.
That's right.
all right, let's come to order here.
Feeling a little triggered.
I'll make a motion, we approve the travel requests.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Denny, then you've got a couple on the new hire.
On the new hire change payroll report, we've got firefighter Tristan Pass is being added a stipend for public safety education. He's been helping with the education team. And then new hire for the street department, Elvin Reyes will be starting on Monday as a laborer.
All right, questions?
No, I'll move, we approve.
I'll second that.
Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Those opposed? All right. Justin?
So before you have the an employment agreement for the administrative law judge. It's the same, a carbon copy of the agreement last year. This administrative law judge is a really important component to our code enforcement process. It's basically an independent party that will hear the city's perspective on a code enforcement issue and what measures have been taken up to that point, and then hear the residents' concerns and perspective of the case and make a decision based on that information. So it's a really important process, or part of the process before fines or anything's implemented for severe code enforcement violations. So we're making a lot of efforts to make sure people that rent properties and homes in this community have safe places to live. There's things are kept up to code. There's proper egress in case there's a fire. There's heating, just the basic necessities for people to rent in this community. So we really appreciate the process and that we're able to have a third party look at each one of these cases as they come forward.
He's been doing that for quite a few years, hasn't he?
I believe he's been with us for 3 or 4 years
just-
doing this. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had one, came in from South Bend, and Mr. Earhart took over.
Oh, okay.
Has done, I think, done a good job. I'm just looking for the pay. It's kind of buried down here in item 13. It's $900 per hearing. Is that the same?
And that's been consistent for the last 3 years at least.
Okay.
It's been the same.
All right, great. Questions?
Now, I'll move to approve the employment contract.
I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Those opposed? All right, thanks, Justin. Oh, Dustin's not here. Good morning, how are you? Dustin's normally causing trouble in that back row, so thank you for keeping your hands to yourself and behaving.
He told me what not to do back there, so. First one is just the MOU between the street department and Warsaw Community Schools. They get their salt from us, we store it, they buy it off us. We've done this for
Many years.
several years,
Yep.
yeah. Never had any issues with it, so.
So they're buying it as they use it?
Yes, as they use it, we scale it out, weigh it, and then they pay it as they get it.
There's no minimum in this contract? Okay.
No, just as they need it, they'll swing by, grab it, and
Okay. Yeah, I know that's worked very well, so, any questions?
Well, appreciating it, when I worked at the schools, I'll make a motion that we approve it.
There you go. I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? All right. Next item is price confirmation. Is this evidently came from Ceres?
Yeah, Series Solution, they're the only one. They were the sole bid for our on-road diesel, off-road diesel, and then our clear gas that we use. We opened that up August 4th. It's for the 2024 calendar year. On-road diesel's gonna be $3.16 a gallon, off-road's $3.32 a gallon, and then the clear gas or ethanol is gonna be $3.26 a gallon.
I think that compares to, Scott, what was our gas price? Was it $2.99 for just regular? Yeah, okay. Not, that has no inclusion here, but just for comparison.
Maybe 298 for
2024, all right. All right, any questions?
I'll make a motion that we approve this bid.
All right,
I'll second that.
all right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right. And we have a Rejuvatech contract.
Yeah,
or
we're
the-
asking, requesting permission to have Rejuvatech come in and spray a preservative on the roads that we've done this year. That total for the service is gonna be $103,339.52. That's in our budget to pay. There's a breakdown, if you guys want, I can go through the roads.
Just out of curiosity, what does it do?
It's basically a protective coat that
Okay.
helps preserve the new asphalt that we put down. So it's 3 to 4 years before you should have to crack seal that with this Rejuvatech on it.
So that's,
Okay. And they try to get it on before we start using the salt and that kind of stuff on the roads?
Yeah, weather permitting, they're gonna be in late this year. If not, it'll be first thing in the spring.
just out of curiosity, I've just asked the city attorney if there was no bid required for this because this is they're the sole provider of
They're
this
the
type
only
of-
one in the state of Indiana that offers this. Dustin has been in contact with Scott, and he was okay with it.
Yep.
I believe the next closest is, I want to say, Southern Missouri or Arkansas that does this.
All right,
And we had good experience by
Yeah,
using
we've
it.
used them in the past, and
That's
they
what I
do a
thought.
nice job for us.
they've been good in the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I haven't had really any complaints.
Yeah,
The product is, it always looks so new.
Right.
Put it down.
I'll move we approve.
The Public Works has been monitoring what the applications they do to certain roads to verify that it is giving us the extra life that we're looking for when we do these maintenance treatments. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, we've been, because there is skepticism, but at this, Juvtech is really proving to be a product that in the right place is worth it.
Can you remind me, at what point in the road life is this put on? Is it within a few years of being, yeah, it's early.
We try to have everything sprayed within the year that it's down, is the goal. So within that first year of the asphalt being down, we spray it, and then we've noticed a difference in the roads that we do spray as opposed to the ones we don't.
Got it. I know there's been a lot of research. You guys go down to road school. It's been a topic of, well, I think the technology has been proven.
Right.
We've been doing this for,
Yeah.
Mr.
3,
Beeler
4,
started
5,
it, yeah. Yeah, it's been quite some time, and it's all part of our asset management of our roads. It's, these roads that you've got listed are all selected based on that, as you suggest, the year that the.
Right, yep.
Yeah.
That's what we've done this year, so that's what we're wanting to get sprayed.
Those guys do a great job. I mean, they're bringing the Warsaw Public Works Department to teach the other street departments around the state what they're doing for asset management and everything. 'Cause these guys
Yeah,
really have to-
very proud of what you guys do, and this is an interesting process that seems to be paying off, so, great. Questions?
No, I'll make a motion we accept the Rejuvenate.
Juvtech bid, or not
Bid
bid?
as presented.
Yeah,
I'll second that.
all right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? It wouldn't be accepting a bid, it would be just accepting the contract.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay,
Yeah, accepting.
thank you.
Before you sit down, I wore my leaves today for you guys. I know you're in crazy season, and I left last night for dinner, and there were leaves all along my road, and I returned, and they were all gone. So I know you're already working overtime, and
We're starting that, we're gonna be full force, starting on Monday,
Monday,
and we'll probably
yeah.
be staying late
yeah, so
until it's all
just
cleaned up, so
tell everybody down there that we really appreciate it.
we'll do.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Brian, good morning. Got a pay up 6 to G&G, the 200 South sewer project,
Yeah, this is for the 200 South
lift station.
lift station. We had startup on it, I believe last week, everything went good. We had to do startup on temporary power. That's really one of the big things keeping it from being online. They've got a little work to do with fencing. There's a change order coming up that I'll explain, but this is pay out 6 for the work that's been completed, inspected, and ready for payment.
So my understanding is that that's going to service that residential area that's being
Yeah,
constructed.
Phase 3 of, what's the name of it? Park Ridge South.
So when you say it's hooked up, are there homes already on it?
No,
Okay,
we have completed our portion of the project. The contractor that's developing that addition, I think we've done all the sewer inspections on the infrastructure they're installing, but they haven't paved yet. There's no houses
got it.
even being started yet. And
Yeah.
the location was selected because it can service more areas where some development may happen.
right. Okay. Other questions?
I'll make a motion that we approve this pay application for G&G hauling.
And I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, and then here's on item 11 is a change order for the same project.
Yes, so once it got built and we kind of started looking around, if you drive down 15 and notice, it's a pretty significant grade change down to the pump station. And the turnaround area is not big enough for our maintenance equipment, especially the vac trucks, to get in there and service that lift station. So depending on which truck you use, you'd either have to stop on 15 and back down in there, or pull down there and then back out onto 15 to get out of it. So this expands that turnaround area so the trucks are able to turn around off the road and then be able to enter the highway safely. That's really what this is about, is a safety concern of getting on and off of State Road 15 safely with our big equipment. So this, because of the grade change, it's a little more expensive than just adding asphalt. They have to make an area larger. We had to get more easement to do this. So it's more than just extending the pavement. They had to extend the filling area that they had to do to bring it up to the elevation and then asphalt it.
Yeah, I
Sounds
don't-
like a very smart thing to do, not just for our trucks, but for any drivers on that stretch too.
Yeah, it is 55 through there, and trying to back in or off into the highway, you would definitely need some traffic control to make sure it was safe to do so.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve this change order.
I'll second that.
Just a quick comment, this, looks like a lot of that cost was engineering for this, or had that already been done? You've got the drawings in here, and I didn't know if that was part of the.
This cost is from G&G to do the work.
Oh, you're right. Yep. I just was looking down at, because you were talking about the sophistication of how this was going to be done, and I was noticing your drawings, and they're from Westler, so
Right.
you're exactly
They did a
right.
little engineering work to figure out how to make it a bigger area. And then Jeremy worked with the property owner to acquire the extra easement that we needed.
So have those costs been accounted for yet? Are they,
I,
okay, so that'll be coming up.
Well, you won't see it, I mean, it'll just be a professional services.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So this is for the actual work, the
Correct.
asphalting. All right. All right, motion's on the floor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Lynn, I assume no special claims?
You're right.
Thank you. And the claims docket, the three of them have been presented. Either of you see any, have questions on any of these claims?
Have any
Red
questions?
flags. Some door prizes for the Christmas party, I did see that.
Yes?
I will move that we accept the claims docket as presented.
And I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. Any other items to be carried forward? I do want to ask about leaf pickup. Is there anything you want to stress to the public as you go through these next few weeks?
I think the only thing I can think of is just watch where you're parking. A lot of times they'll put leaf piles on the edge of the road and then park their cars right in front of it so we can't get to it. So just be mindful of where you're putting the leaf piles is our biggest concern. Other than that, we don't really have much issues other than that.
And Brian doesn't want them in the road.
Not to put them in the gutter line, flood storm drains.
Yep. So keep them on the grass and
Curb
keep your
line
car, yeah.
back. Yeah.
And can you just remind us of how long the season will go and how you're picking them up?
We've started now. We actually do a mandatory overtime deal. So next week we'll start working until dark to make sure. It kind of depends on how they fall as to how long we're going to be out there.
But what's your
I expect-
routes? How are your routes?
We follow the trash route. So if their trash day is on a Monday, then that's when we're going to be there to pick up leaves.
Okay, I appreciate that. David, if you could maybe highlight those, just help, it just makes the job easier and go quicker and keeps the leaves out of the storm drains. Appreciate
And our
it.
plan is if Monday's route's heavy and we don't get them done, then the following Tuesday, we'll send 2 trucks out to finish up Monday and then move
Right.
on.
And the leaves aren't to be put in bags, they're just to be,
Yeah, it's loose leaf pickup now,
Loose
so
leaf
they don't
pickup.
need to be bagged anymore.
yep,
And just a reminder to separate the bigger sticks, logs, branches out separately.
Yeah, we're still doing this.
still doing the,
pickup,
yeah,
just
in
keep
the
them
bags,
separate
but this is
piles.
just the loose leaf
Right.
pickup. Yep. Okay, great. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, thank you. All right. Any comments, questions? Jokes? Never mind. All right, looks like it's time to go.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
All right, thank you.
Great. Yeah, that's a good idea to get that.
Well, that's my red light reading for today. For this year.
There you go.
The other ones are just you, Joe.
It's nice, right?